Hey everybody, this is Almonda. We are in Riviera playing Wurm Unlimited, and at the Deed Canterville Rose, I have a nice surprise. I'm getting addicted to playing and recording, so no, I made another little set of what do you call them, fences for more horses and cows and stuff, and then I dyed it blue because I'm addicted to this blue dyeing thing. So I think I've shown you guys my horses with all the saddles. We are just playing some gameplay of Wurm Unlimited. If I didn't already say that. This is Almonda. I said that too. Apparently it thought I was trying to do an action while I was teleporting. So, what's that? Oh, that's the, one thing I've noticed, maybe I said this earlier, I'm trying to remember what I've said and what I haven't. If you get on the early side of these trees, sometimes you can get lots of sprouts off of them. So I'm starting to get a little bit of a olive grove, sort of. Anyway, the reason I wanted to come into the mine was the wonderful surprise. Prognut and I were talking, saw the video where I talked about needing zinc for a protractor, dioptra, that site, all that stuff. I didn't have zinc. That's one thing I didn't have in my mind. So right now, in exchange probably for dying, it sounds like that's what the exchange is gonna be. I got gifted for the moment some zinc. I was gonna send him some tin. He found tin anyway. So anyway, this game is all about a lot of exchanges. Let me quickly. Oops. I'm trying to ramp up my dying thing, and I also got some lovely Pokénels, and I just like as many as I got. I was very, very appreciative and surprised how many was sent to me. Let's see, Dioptra. This is the thing you need for bridges, and it's just kind of a fun thing to do. Oh, that's my compass upstairs. That's alright. Protractor. This one is the brass one. Okay, so in here I've already made, you take the copper and the tin, and you take the copper and the zinc, and you make brass, and you make bronze. So it doesn't seem like it takes that much. I could probably have too much here. Let's start with something low. Okay. Did I? Nope. Yep. Small and low. So we're gonna make these parts. And protractor. I don't need 5, I just need 1. Did not make it. Might be 5 just to get this done. Brass item. So I have my first brass item. Okay. And the other one is the site, which needs the other metal, alloy, bronze. Let's take, well, that one worked really well, so let's take this one. Let's make a protractor. Let's make black picks, just kidding. Where's my bronze item? So first bronze item, first brass item. Oh. That I learned the whole idea of mending, so even my mountain pelts and all that stuff are nice and mended. Mostly. I can mend the measuring jug if I think about it, or any pottery thing, now I think about it. So, did I just put those back in here? Yes, it is. Let me just squiggle back here. Dioptra, if I can spell it. Sometimes I can spell it, sometimes I can't. Alright. So I start with these 2 items. Okay. I have the star compass, a 55 and a 43, so hopefully not too much, although this is just not like it. That's a lot of damage for just. It's 66%. Okay. Now I need the compass and the shaft. I happen to have the shafts here. The compass is upstairs. No, I have staff. No, I do. Trying to be more organized today. Dang it. It was a fail though. Look at that. It's a 1 quality Dioptra. So it didn't matter that I had a 45 and a 55. Some of these things are like a quarter or a fifth of what your certain items are, but that's kind of like saying, hey, you failed. So I'm going to put the highest. Well, those are lindenwood. Well, it's brass. We're just gonna I don't really care what oh I forgot I had a rare one. So we'll put these two on. Hey, one on. This is having. I will put the rare shaft. Oh, well, I'll put the rare shaft after I put the compass anyway. So trying to make a nice little level area there. And I'll show you my tower that I redid after the tower. I keep seeing these big birds up there in the sky, and since I know that there's a dragon nearby, I wonder if it is a dragon. I doubt it. I know the dragon can fly, but oh, and la 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 la. There's always something. This isn't even that many days since the last time I did the video. This is a great stress reliever game, honestly. So I'm finding it to be a stress reliever to come and play and record and listen to my recording. So I think I put it in here. No, I didn't. Maybe it's in the magic chest. There it is. Okay. Actually, speaking of mend, let's hopefully break this. This would make me sad if I had to mend. Oh, it won't let me mend it. The thing about mend is it gives you the quality level. Just a second. You'll see that in a second. Of what you've got. And we have our compass. That's 30 quality with a lot of damage. I keep damaging the thing compass. 17. Please don't die. Okay. Let's try the rare shaft since it is a bronze Dioptra. Did it make it? Epic helper. Apparently doing this made something. Oh, it was it Prognet? Somebody. Prognet? Donner somebody? I think it's been Prognet I've talked to more than Donnerstein lately. Said that Epic Helper is I did something towards a mission. So apparently making a bronze Dioptra is part of a mission. And it's a very low quality Dioptra. Oh. Pharmacos. It's right there. Asks you to make 12 Dioptras. That means 12 compasses, which if I can get my olive grove going, maybe not maybe. Oh, and since I'm up here, see, this is the tower. It's very, very small compared to what I had tried originally. I did slab floors because I've never done slab floors with this character, and then this is the right stone staircase. I wasn't gonna do. I was trying to figure out what stone was without looking at the Wurmpedia, and guess what? It's this. It's the stone is on top. So I made the rest of the second level of stone. So I have the option once I make this tower. This is the beginnings of a tower. Obviously, a tower is not only one level. But here we are with our lovely looking down at the I don't know. I'm kind of going overboard with the dyes, but it's part of my long-term strategy of let's see if I can create dyes for people strategy, I guess. So anyway, that is surprising, disappointing because I had that inspiration. I had that rare piece that I never have. I never think to use it, and sure enough, there it went to not having a rare item. The idea, let's see. Well, do I have a place to try it on? The idea is that you would make a bridge. Usually you have to have areas that are completed. So if I had that, I kind of want to just try the bridge thing. But I'm not really ready to make a bridge. I could always plan it and then undo it. Oh, somebody. If it's just been disbanded, I think that means that it upkeep disbanded it. So whoever was in Spring City no longer is in Spring City. Or their town is no longer open. Their stream solo. Okay. Let's get this Dioptra back in here. Warm it up. How much more time do I have? 37 minutes. I'm not going to stay here in the mine for 37 minutes. But let's see. I had to get some more tin. If you haven't seen the metallurgy, this is what it is. You want to do a high quality copper. It's always the copper that's the quality level, which is fine. You combine the tin or whatever, and then it's just like any other lump. I mean, any other thing that you're making. The forge, put it over here. Just moved it around a little bit. So, I do have some in reserve here that's hot. This takes a while. Metallurgy is really a slow skill. Mine is increased to 14. Earlier today, I was able to get some butchering skill. Went from 15, it looks like, to 20. That's the butchering knife. The butchering knife went from 15 to 21. So, just doing some food prep for the future. So, change my quality level. My adapter is one of the worst quality ever. It's searing hot, so it's almost ready. I could take my really low quality bronzes here. Let's do this again. And bump those together. I didn't expect it to go one quality when I made it, but that's okay. No, it's just been really fun getting on here. Probably to the detriment of other things. It's what it is right now. And we're almost there. So let me take like my bronze. It's not so great. Okay, there we go. Do a little bit of improving. So yeah, 460. Nope, too little. Oh wait, it's the wrong one. I found I have 3 pelts. I have this rat pelt, a mountain pelt, maybe 4 pelts. I'm holding on to right now. The mountain lion pelt. No, just the and the wildcat pelt. See, I have all these pelts. They really need to be moved out of my stuff. Wait, which one's the one I'm using? Mountain lion pelt. Okay. They tend to decay pretty quickly, and I looked and it didn't fit in my small magic chest. I need to take maybe a trip. Maybe that's what we do. Wait, where am I at? I got lost. Shouldn't have got lost. I'm right here. Oh, how? Like how? That's how. Bronze Dioptra. There we go. So the higher quality your Dioptra, the farther your bridge will go. That might not be enough water. Oh, it is. I need to light token. I still kind of only focus on the light token and the ones that I'm more spamming. Yeah, 26. I do. Okay, so since I got the coconuts, I found them this morning. Oh, nope, too low now. See, there's not very much size of the metallurgy ones. When you mix the metals together, you get small metals in return. So, oops, the hammer needs to be down here in my little set. Save tool belt to tool belt 5. I don't tend to save my like lumps and stuff, although it would probably be faster. And if I did the mods that they talk about, there's one that has to do. There's a mod that has to do with automatically deciding what your improving item is instead of using the tool belt to do it, or maybe it uses your tool belt, but you don't have to go back and forth and select it with your fingers, which is what I do usually when I'm trying to be efficient. A lot of times I'm like, I'm not going to do this for very long, so I don't set it all up efficiently, and then I do the right clicking and it just takes forever. Oh, whoops, this is good enough. So my blacksmithing's not horrible, it's not great. Don't come down here much. I wanted to see if we could do a practice bridge, even if it wasn't correct. Because people don't know that you can do the bridges with the range pole that's planted. I saw Flint, who you might have seen in the one video, the guy near where I did the swimming, to the Donnerstein's old deed. He made a bridge. So the area that I was at would have been able to be traversed now. So, and I wouldn't have to get wet. Apparently, the larder that I kept going on and on and on about wanting to be taken was planted, so not able to be taken to my knowledge. And I have a larder anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I could start making the whoops, this is gonna be too small. I don't know if you remember, there has a video where I was sitting here and I'm like I'm gonna try it, and it's fair. The game is all about trying stuff. sometimes spectacularly failing as it did. Apparently, the higher quality of your like jewelry before you try to enchant it, the better off it's going to be without being shattered. Because I tried it on. Do I have silver in here? No, I put silver. I just had silver, but it was in boxes and not in the mine. So I'm not getting silver out for that. We're almost. It's 5. They say that the higher quality tools you use for bridges, the longer your bridge can be. You can also do like different slope areas, I think, if you do that. If you have a longer like quality tools. One of Henry's Twitch videos that he does without not annotating, or maybe it's annotated. He does it without talking through the whole thing, like I do. So if you did want to watch somebody play, it has really good skills, it has really good knowledge of the game, it would be good to go watch his feed. What was I saying with him? He was very quick, he was very efficient. You just sit there and you're like, oh, this is how you do it right and quickly, and takes like no time at all. Like I watched going from like, he must have done the same service. Yeah, I kind of remember that he did this, but he doesn't like post on the trade forums that often. If you want to upgrade your tools or your weapons, I think it was a weapon I was watching him do on the Twitch stream. I don't know if he's got any place he posts it after Twitch, so if it disappears, and disappears. But it went from like he received it from the mail, and you got it and put it in the fire, and I was fairly amazed. I shouldn't be that amazed because he's like that knows what he's doing more than me, and I just kind of like, yeah, I think I kind of know, but I kind of just fumble around. But he went super fast. The other thing is he had the altar, and so he went through tons and tons of chopped corn or something like that. I think it's chopped corn. And just hit these while I'm over here. Jeweler skilling is low. Bladesmithing is low. It's hard to get those. Let's see. I'm not going to do all of this. The thing about blacksmithing is I don't really do it very often. I don't really like it that much, but then I must like it enough because once I start doing it, I get sucked in to doing it more. So I think I tell myself lies how much I don't like it. But then it just never seems to end. I have not put copper lights out. This will be cool. Nope, not enough water. I was trying to not put a whole lot of water in my pocket because I was afraid I was going to have problems later. Dioptra. Duh. Anyway, the higher quality you have, the more range you can get on these. But yeah, he just zoomed like up the scale from like it took no time at all. His blacksmithing is much better than mine though. And it's very much more streamlined. Like everything's just, and he's got the little box on the top where you see like all the, which is one of the mod things where you can see all the related skills that are being affected without doing it the other way. If you ever want to, I know my gameplay so far has been without any of that. If you wanted to try this game, definitely look up how to do that. There was a chat. Oh, come on. I was trying to get to 60. I might not be able to get to 60. There was a chat conversation the other day, and the jail freedom, and turns out somebody Somebody somehow left their horses in the water, and somehow they might have drowned. They were worried they drowned because all of a sudden they didn't have horses anymore. They couldn't figure out where they were. And so, like, the solution was there's this ESP mod, which is a mod where you like turn it on, or maybe it's on all the time. I don't know. Um, and you can see everything in the distance that's a monster or a friendly. Um, anything that would be like a physical, like, animal or person or something that moves. Maybe I don't know if it has the NPCs or not, but the ESP mod has where you can look at when it's on, at least you can see everywhere where the horses are. So they were trying to get um, I don't remember who it was that was asking for help, and probably rude of me to point that out on a video where they had not given me permission to talk about it. I keep trying to do it with the wrong thing, aren't I? I want, okay, I need this bronze here. I'm almost there. We're almost done. But they were trying to load the mod, and it was getting frustrating, and then it wasn't working. I think that's why I know that you could do it. I know that it could be talked through. I've watched them try to talk it through with her. I think it was her. Sorry, I'm not trying to call anybody out because I would be that person. And that's why I'm not like super against the idea of mods. It's just I don't want to spend the time or the energy or the thought, and then maybe it's gonna break, and then I have to figure out how to fix it to get the game back on. It's probably not that way. It's probably very easy. Probably 99% of the people who load it correctly, load it where they need it to go. Let's see, I'm getting distracted. One more on the Dioptra. Yes. So I'm not trying to talk anybody in or out of it. I just want people to know that there is an option. And after you watch some of that, you're like, oh, sometimes the mods are so much easier. But the point about the story, I think I kind of started talking about the story, and then I maybe went away from the story. Now maybe it will be remembered. It will come back. But they couldn't find the horses. So what ended up happening was the guy who was trying to talk them through how to do the mod were like, well, they must have been able, I don't know if they're close or like, I don't know, like distances. There's quite a bit of distance on some of the servers from one place to the other. But he went to the lake and did the exact procedure that they was trying to talk the other person into doing. Take it with us. Hopefully I don't need to come back in here. Probably will. Usually do have to go back and forth a few times. And I'll take this because it's 40. And they found the horses for this poor person who was having problems with the mod working. So yeah, that's the cool community. So she came back in and said that the person needed a raise. It is a community assistant, but still, like, it's still fun. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna pretend like we're gonna do a bridge from here to there. Okay, just a brick. Mostly for practice. I got this barrel I don't want. The water in the barrel I don't want. What else is heavy? All these planks I don't want. There's more, obviously. Okay. Okay. My inclination is to go from the range pole on the bottom, but we're gonna do it this way instead. So I could hold it if I knew somebody was coming. So if I was like tag team with somebody, I would just do hold. And this is the way it looks. And see my pretty
over here.
pretty armor, and I say that I'm holding it. I have 20 minutes to hold. How about I stop holding? And let's instead plant the range pole. Okay. So right now, see, this is why it needs coconut. It needed like white cloth and coconut. I did this before. Here, well, I'm faster with the guys. Okay. So let's pretend I'm making a bridge here. Okay, can I? You need to have, I might not have enough clearance. We're gonna see. I need to flatten this land. It might have a hissy fit about the, nope, it doesn't, okay. I have plenty of dirt in the thing, so it should be able to be flat. Okay. So pretend like we're doing a bridge from here, this flat area, to that range pole there. Now, probably have to get out. Sometimes you don't have to get out, but I'm going to get out this time. Okay, so I'm going to take my Dioptra, close this, and then find the range pole and the bridge. So at the moment, as long as that, you know, has enough clearance, I'm okay. This is how it looks to use a Dioptra. I have plenty of like places I could put bridges. Again, I keep talking about them on my like houses, and because that's nothing I've ever done before. I've done bridges across like areas of water on other servers. So, but the sticking point is the compass that you need the olive oil for. Or this one I happen to have that's my starter compass. That ended up being, luckily I had the compass already. That I had already bought from somebody. See, there's 98 dirt low, like it tells you if it's level, some terrain is in the way. There's not enough clearance, so it's probably, you know, the slope here. If this was higher, I could probably do it. I don't really want to, but see how much time it took for it to decide. It would be a 1x9, but it tells you a lot of stuff like, okay, this is the direction of the bridge, which level, like which ways are level. So like this one didn't dip down in between enough, but that's the idea of the bridge, and it's just kind of a cool thing. But yeah, you can do it by yourself. Okay, well, do I want to? Yeah. Oh, Christmas, Chrism Phoenix is saying exactly what I was thinking the other day, and I just kept thinking that I was doing something wrong, which I was. I was creeping out on somebody's deed in a video. These guys are, you can tell they're friends because they talk all the time. If nothing else, they're in-game friends. Okay, so I'm we're gonna try this. I just gotta see if this will work. Okay. So we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here. Let's pretend like I'm doing one here. Level, well, let's see, flatten. Let's 1, 2. Level. This might not have the clearance either. I also have structures in the way. Level. Level. I think though, like, I don't know. We're gonna try this and then we're gonna probably be done with the video. Let's plant the range pole. Oh, I didn't do it for my cart. I might have done it for my cart before. I don't remember. Ground is flat here. Okay, so it's getting dark. I didn't do any pictures, did I? Anyway, we're gonna try to make a bridge. We're gonna try to see if it lets me take a bridge. I don't know if I can do a bridge or not. The structures that are in the way might be a problem. It might just, it might, it probably likely will be a problem because it has to build the supports underneath. I just want to see. Nobody take my range pole. I'm just kidding. I don't think they would. 7 kilometers per hour. That's not very much, but I'm going only 10, so I'm not any faster. They say that bison are really fast on what do you call them? Wagons. Let's see. Let's see. I gotta see. We gotta show you before it gets too dark. I might be too far away. I don't remember what my range pole. Okay. Oh yeah. It's okay. We're not gonna fall. It'll be okay. We're not gonna fall. Dioptra. Land bridge. Let's just see. Here. The border to my east is level. It would be 1 by 10. So I'm 10. So that tells me how far my deed is. I mean, I could figure that out, but it gives you that. I'm doing the height difference. It might be all these structures in the way, like there's stone walls right there. So it probably is going to have a hard time with that stone wall there. But I'm trying twice. The slope would be the maximum. I'm 378 higher. Well, there's a survey. I bet I could do that as well. So you can use this to survey, and that tells you all the stuff that you would need to know, like how much higher you are. So it's the same. This is gonna be the same thing as what the bridge was, without actually doing the bridge part. But yeah, interesting. I'm not doing a bridge because it's too much difference. So don't do a 378 difference. What I could do is make a pillar out in the woods. A tower in the woods. I don't know how to do that very well though. I'd have to like pyramid it around and like do like, see, this is why I never get anything done. Because it's like, oh yeah, I could do this other thing. So it's 11 child straight. 378 higher than the range pole, so it tells me all this stuff. So having the range pole, having the Dioptra gives me at least that option. But no, like my brain is like, oh, you could do like a pyramid and you could like ramp up the pyramid. Maybe, probably not though. It's easier to start from higher and build up like this little outpost than it is to go the other way, I think. Still not sure. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing with that. Something cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys Dioptra range pole thing. Show you guys the beginnings of the tower and how I want to go. It's a really small tower, but that doesn't mean it can't be a tall tower. I called it tall tower already. So, that's the plan. That's the intention. Don't know when this gets posted, when it gets played. This is early April 2020, and so you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you some other time. And if you want to join Riviera, say hi, or do the little wave thingy in the GL Freedom chat. Sometimes I get distracted, but I don't know. I appreciate talking to people too. Sometimes it's nice to be quiet by myself, so you know how it goes. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you some other time. And find us on Riviera. I'll see you some other time. Have a great day.